All right. Hi, Jude. How you going?
Hi, good morning, Grant. Yeah, good, good. Beautiful day in the Seychelles.
Yeah, so that's where we are, right? We're in the Seychelles, and we're at a little place here called Two Sisters, right?
Yeah, the Sisters Island actually they've got French name, Grand Sœur, Petite Sœur. Yeah, we can rename them for today, the Sisters Island.
Sisters. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so we're in the Seychelles, and so we've chartered a bunch of my friends and I. We've chartered Lonestar. That's your and Luke's boat. And so we chartered you for a week, take us around the Seychelles Islands. So we've learned a lot about the area. So there's the inner islands.
Correct. Yeah, the inner island or the granitic group of islands in the Seychelles,
Okay.
the ones closer to the mainland, Mahe.
Okay, and you said granitic group. That means a little bit of history on that. I had to look it up on ChatGPT. So that means that this is area is made of granite, right? And it was split up from the great split up of Gondwana, the ancient.
Exactly. Yeah. According to history, yeah, that's what we've learned as well.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's in the book.
So the Seychelles were just left here from
Yes.
the split up of the continents. One went to India, sort of thing, and the other went to Africa. So this whole area, it's been just amazing. And if anybody's been to the British Virgin Islands, the baths, you see a big bunch of granite rocks there, all smoothed off. And this is the same sort of area, but it's different because this is left over from the continental drift and the BVI. It's actually an upwelling of a push up from towards the center of the earth, not quite the center of the earth. But anyway, so here we are in the Seychelles. So there's inner islands. So tell us about those.
Basically, just to brief quickly, the Seychelles itself has got 115 islands, as we may have read everywhere. But yeah, and split up into different groups of island. The most closest one to the mainland, Mahe, that's what we call the inner islands, which is mostly granitic islands themselves. Obviously, they've got their own little reef around them. And then we have the obviously spread out to the outer islands into three different groups, which we can talk about a bit later. The inner island itself, there's about a dozen of islands in this group, pretty much. All these islands also is sitting on the Mahe Plateau, which we call the plateau. Basically, it's if you look on the chart, you see the mainland Mahe up on a plateau or on a shallow bank
Yep.
of goes down to about 40, 50 meters, 60 some places. But yeah, otherwise pretty much around that area, north, south, east, and west. 60 miles in those direction, this is the kind of depth that you do get.
Yeah, because I
So
saw on the chart, once you get past the plateau, 5,000
correct.
meters
Yeah,
deep. That's
that,
15,
yeah, yeah.
16,000
So
feet
that's
on the
what
other side.
as obviously we have the local fishermen, especially, when they say they're going to fish on the drop off, that's where they're heading in that, off the Mahe drop off somewhere to get in the deep water
Right.
to look for good fish. Yeah. So yeah, the granitic itself, the group itself is about 20 25 miles from Mahe, on a short sail across. And once you are there, you've got the Pralin, La Digue, the Sisters Island, Arid, Curieux, Coco, Felicité. This yeah, Frigate Island not far as well, Arid, Booby Island. So it's a nice little group to keep you occupied for a week sailing. If you don't want to venture too far into the Seychelles zone, or you have limited like a week holiday time on a yacht, is perfect to do that.
Yeah, like so we're almost at the end of our week. We've got 2 more days, and we've been around quite a few of the islands. And oh man, like we've done scuba diving, we've done looking at the tortoises on one of the islands, which is a sanctuary for tortoises. Right.
Correct.
Yesterday we're at La Digue,
Mm-hmm.
Digue,
Yeah.
La Digue,
Mm-hmm.
and we just rented electric bikes, and we just had the most fantastic day,
That's nice.
just riding around the island. That was awesome. Beautiful beaches. Oh my goodness, with these stunning granite rocks at the end of the beaches. So yeah, there's plenty to do for a week here in just the inner islands. I'm sure you could probably spend 2 weeks here, right?
Definitely, you could. I mean, there's some people who want, yeah, they extend their cruise maybe 12 days or something, or 15 days. There's also around Mahe, which you guys have done for the first day while you were there for a couple of days settling in. Some crews do go around Mahe, popping into all those bays, and there's also beautiful coastline on that side to do, and scuba diving on that side as well, snorkeling and fishing. So yeah, you can easily do 2 weeks as well.
Yeah, well, what we did was we came in a week early and we spent a week on Mahi. We stayed specifically at this little man-made island called Eden Island, and wow, what a gorgeous place that was!
Yeah.
Beautiful condos and swimming pools and tennis courts on there, and we just had a great week. And then we just hired actually one of your friends to take us around the island, and took us to the rum factory there, and took us to these beautiful beaches. So it was a really good sort of start to doing this trip. So yeah, the inner islands for a week, absolutely fantastic. And okay, well, let's talk about this boat. we're on Lonestar. This is yours and Luke's boat. It's an 85 foot
But yeah,
catamaran.
correct.
We got 6 crew looking after us.
Yeah,
Uh,
obviously 6 guest cabins, 6 crew, and yeah, 85-foot boats. And Lone Star has been in the Seychelles since 2015.
yeah,
Yeah, so I've been on board um, working with Luke, the owner, for the last 10 years. And together, yeah, we've done all the Seychelles Islands together. I've obviously introduced him to that on a different charter aspect, fishing, diving, off, to the outer islands or inner islands, and also in the off season because we are based in Seychelles. We venture to any other good destination in the Indian Ocean within during the 4 months off season here, which is from May to sort of September.
yeah, yeah. So this boat is just absolutely awesome. It's been refitted. It's just gorgeous on the inside, and it's a different experience for us because normally I'm captain, right? So we rent a 45-foot catamaran, and we'll do something like the Croatia, or we'll do some in the Pacific and in the Caribbean. This time I'm just sitting back. I haven't even touched the helm. You guys have been taking care of everything. We've got a hostess on board. We've got an engineer on board.
Yep.
The other day we sent you a text. Can you bring more beer to the beach? And
Yeah,
it just got delivered. So
it's all right.
this is like a really different experience. But in actual fact, like the if you look at the total ticket, you're like, oh, that's a bit expensive, but it's not
Yep.
really because all the food's included, all the shopping was included, everything's included. So we added it all up. Scuba diving on the boat here, that was included.
Yeah.
So really, it wasn't that more expensive than bareboat chartering, a little bit, but it was the experience is just so worth it. And then having you guys around, just showing us, oh, scuba dive here, snorkel here, watch out for this, watch out for that, go here, do that, rent bikes from that, go those guys. So, local knowledge is worth a lot of money, especially when we come to the other side of the planet. And I'll address this. Like, we got on an airplane, and it took a really long time to get here, right? A really long time, lots of planes, but being here right now, this is absolutely worth it. I mean, don't miss Seychelles in your lifetime. So, all right, let's talk about the. Should we talk about the outer islands?
Yes, correct. Like I said earlier, we've got they actually split up into three other groups. We have the closest group closer to Mahe in a sort of northwesterly direction. It's about 120 miles away to start with. They contain about 10, 12 islands on that group itself. It's actually all in their French name. The Amirantes means like Amirante is like friends, group of
like,
yeah,
okay.
Ami, yeah, Amirantes, yeah, Amirantes.
Okay, right, yep.
So yeah, these are like the closest ones. That some charter vessel can go to. Otherwise, we have another group further south of that, which is called the Farquhar group, basically, which got Farquhar, Ellen, and Providence. Another two.
Yeah, we'll have to slow down on that because your accent.
Farquhar.
Farquhar.
Yeah, Farquhar,
Okay.
and Providence Island,
Providence.
not far from that one. There's also a small island called Saint Pierre within the Farquhar group. But they've got a good reputation, that group, for fishing, offshore fishing and fly fishing and blue water fishing in that area. It's very remote. And yeah, leaving that group, going more sort of northwesterly from there, we have the last group, which is called the Aldabra group. Aldabra. Well, if you heard of Aldabra, guys, it's the lagoon itself. It's Mahe Island can fit inside, which is like
inside the
lagoon of Aldabra, just to give an idea of size. So close to Aldabra, we have 3 more other islands: Assumption Island, Cosmoledo Island, and Astove Island. They all form part of the Aldabra group. Aldabra itself is one of the World Heritage Site, recognized by UNESCO.
It's for the tortoise.
Tortoises. It's actually, we like to call it also the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. Yeah, there's more than 150,000 giant tortoises living there in the wild.
Oh, what?
It's a seriously nature reserve. There's rangers and scientists only living on this island. There's no airstrip. So you have to arrive there by boat, or you land on the closest island there, and then a boat takes you over there.
Okay.
It's all very well organized. So that's the beauty about that place. Obviously, full on monitoring throughout the year about conservation on that spot. Right next to it, you've got the Assumption Island, which is one big curvy island, coral as well, beautiful diving, a lot of tortoises coming up on the beach. That beach there is stunning. It's one of the best beaches in the outer islands, on Assumption. Plus, an overnight sail from there will take you to Cosmoledo. Cosmoledo is a big lagoon, about 12 hours from Assumption within that group, which has got about, on the lagoon itself, there's like 8, 10 islands on that. That you actually, with a cat like this, you can actually enter the lagoon, and the bird life, the marine life there is just outstanding.
Right.
You've got all these for bird lovers. You've got all these booby birds, all those seabirds, landing on there, roosting there during the year. And offshore, there's plenty of pelagic, plenty of good fish. It's actually a very good reputation lagoon for fly fishermen. We actually do have had a lot of American clients coming there for fly fishing,
Oh, really?
because they're always looking for remote destination.
And that's so
Yeah.
this is all coral.
Coral atoll,
Right.
big coral
So
atoll.
anytime
yeah.
we get out of the inner islands,
Exactly.
that's all
Yeah,
granite.
obviously the diving there is more spectacular, because you got a lot of wall diving. You are straight from the beach of those islands. It drops to a deep. It keeps going forever.
Yeah.
So you got wall diving, current, drift dive all along. You are very close to the pelagic while you're actually seeing bottom fish as well.
Oh, wow.
This is amazing. But yeah, it's a more costly place to go. Obviously, some of our clients choose to fly to those islands, and then we pick them up from there. Some actually do the sail back and forth with us, and that you need about 3 weeks.
Okay, that's a good 3 week trip.
3 week trip. Yeah, we've done it many times. Yeah.
Imagine getting looked after
Yes.
by a crew for 3 weeks,
Yeah.
just everything attended to, and here's your fishing rod already hooked up, everything.
Yeah.
Go fish over
Go
there,
fishing.
and catch a fish, and then I'm sure you eat the fish on board as
Oh,
well.
of course, yeah, definitely.
Well, last night, okay, so we can talk about the chef on board this boat. Like, we've been eating like absolute kings and queens. Last night we had it was a encrusted jobfish.
Yeah.
Right, so cooked it up in sort of an encrusted bread system that he baked in the oven.
Yeah.
Right? And then it keeps all the moisture in the fish.
Yes.
And then it's a jobfish is part of a snapper family, although it's kind of a lungfish, but
Yeah.
it was all really white, flaky fish. Oh my god, it was the chef on board here was just fantastic. And then Didi's looking after us, serving everything.
Yeah.
Another drink? Yep. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And even the inner islands, which we're just doing this week, the scuba diving is fantastic. The coral here is just awesome. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Back on the outer islands. Got more on that?
For people who really wanted to go there, the advantage of that is basically you are so remote. There's no other yachts around you. Even if you do see another one, that's a lot. And so you get pretty much the whole atoll of those islands for yourself. And you've got the marine life is just for fishermen especially. The marine life, the fish is in abundance. There's no boats going there, so all those islands have a small camp on them where locals are looking after the island for themselves. I mean, they catch a few fish just for supper, but the ocean there is full of everything. And the nice thing also about it, sailing in between those islands, you do come across sometimes whales at sea. Dolphin pods. It's amazing. So yeah. It's just really a great destination to be, and people who have been to the Maldives maybe can try to compare it. All those coral atoll, very similar to that. 3 meters above the high water mark. That's it. And but the marine life there is stunning. It's completely stunning.
So yeah, so for everybody who goes to the British Virgin Islands all the time, and you see hundreds, maybe thousands of boats all over the place, and you're having to dodge everybody. Imagine coming to this place here, right? And there's just nobody there.
Nobody there.
Plenty of fish to catch.
Nobody there.
All right, well, let's move on to Madagascar, shall we?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so now, actually, back on the Seychelles, I didn't realize this. Seychelles is 600 nautical miles across.
Yeah.
All of the islands, if you take them all into account, right?
Exactly.
That's enormous.
Yeah.
And so there's plenty of stuff to do in the Seychelles. But right to the south of the westernmost island of the Seychelles is Madagascar, right?
Correct. Yeah, correct.
Okay, so then you guys last year you spent 3 months over there?
Correct, yeah. We just came back now for the Seychelles season, and obviously Lonestar being based in the Seychelles, Madagascar is only a 5-day sail away from us, yeah.
5 days, right.
5
so
days.
About 700 miles,
yeah.
Right? And you just sail all through the night and just get
that's it, yeah. Just get there. Obviously, we mostly do it with the crew, we deliver the boat there. And then whoever, clients interested to join us on the venture over there, they fly into Nosy Bay. Nosy. Nosy. That name Nosy means island over there. Obviously, and that island is, it's called Nosy Bay.
So you fly into main Madagascar.
You can fly into the mainland of Madagascar like we all see on the chart. What we don't see on the chart is, actually doesn't show us. If you zoom in on there, on the northwest coast, there's like the second largest island of Madagascar itself, which is like it's got its own small international airport and a small port for cargo for tourists as well. So we go into that island. That's where we checked in. We actually don't,
Okay.
with the boat we don't go into the mainland. We can see it, a
Yep.
couple of miles away. So Nosy Bay is where we operate from.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then just a bit of trivia. I think Madagascar is the third largest island on the planet.
I
It's
believe
a
so.
massive
Yeah.
island. All right. Okay. Back to boating.
Yeah, correct. We venture there in this remote on this beautiful part of the world, Madagascar, in our summertime here, which is from May to September, pretty much. Because the yachting season in Seychelles is a bit low at the time. So for Lonestar, we always look for the other destination to keep us busy also, and offer our clients other destination. Yeah? So yeah, Madagascar is one of them. Nosy Bay itself, as I say, it's like the hub where we go in, and from there on, I mean, it's amazing. If you start to get interested in that, just going on any charts, anything else, or nowadays online, you can zoom in close by with Google Earth. You see the whole chain of island from Nosy Bay going 60 miles north or 60 miles south. There's a whole chain of island just off the coast of Madagascar, which offers great cruising grounds. I mean, those islands are so remote. Talking about no boats there's really no boats. I mean, there's a couple of foreigners that's got business on that island that have their small monohulls, moored there in a bay. That's just for their private use. But there's no real charter catamaran that you can go for. But this island itself, I mean, they're so protected during that time of the year. We go there always in the southeast monsoon of the Seychelles. So for us, it's a great day sailing. And while we're operating there in the 4 months, we always have good wind on the lee side of the mainland,
Yep.
Sailing in between those islands. The locals, the remoteness, there's hardly any hotel on those islands. You just see the locals in the small villages on the beach, living their life, catching fish.
Yep.
They come to you with lobsters and crabs and fresh fruits and
Oh,
everything
really?
else. It's just amazing thing about this, Grant, is that actually touches us the first time. I mean, I'll give you a quick example. You see a guy coming to you with a bunch of pineapples in his pirogue. A pirogue is a small wooden boat that they use, to go fishing.
Yep.
And the guy he's like, how much does it cost? He says, actually, I don't use money where I live. Seriously, I want to exchange it for something. I say, what would you like for this bunch of pineapples or whatever you might have there? He says, man, do you have an old mask you can give me? Do you have an old fence or a piece of rope?
Oh,
So
no.
they want to keep on surviving. Basically, they're living on the coast. There's no shops. There's nothing. I'm talking about those remote islands, and it's beautiful. People are so charming. I mean, they live to the very basic of life, but they've got a great smile every day. They're so energetic. They're out on the water early, 4 o'clock in the morning. You see all those little pirogues with their square plastic sail going out at sea for fishing and coming back in the evening. Those people are so blessed there, bro. We come, you guys obviously us here with yachting and boating.
Yes.
We've got all these modern vessels. The impressive thing about these local guys. One of the things that the tourists do enjoy. I mean, they build their pirogue with wood. They use any sort of old material to build a square sail. They are very blessed during that time of the year. They've got the wind pushing offshore every morning, the wind coming inshore every evening. So they don't have any engines on those pirogues, and those guys are catching fish. So this is just one of the things that we do enjoy. I mean, you go to any of those villages, the locals will come in and welcome you. They want to introduce you to the guy in charge of the village. You get to see their old school, the little kids coming to you, so happy they want to learn something from you. So we always bring them books and some stuff for learning.
Books? I was going to suggest that, like take some kids coloring books or something like that.
They love it. They love it, and they're very welcoming. They run into your feet. They want to make photograph with you. We play sports with them. We bring a ball always. We play on the beach with them. It's amazing stuff. But
come on, this is 2025. You can't do that.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
You can do that.
Yeah, I mean, apart from that, these places, those Bay on all these islands, they're full of lobsters, they're full of crabs, they're full of prawns and calamari, and the seafood is very cheap there. So chartering there, I mean, the food cost is really very low compared to anywhere else in the world. Exactly. Exactly. So it's amazing stuff, I mean, you see the local fresh market at Nosy Bay. It's full of fruits and vegetables, and they're all their spices. Those people, they have vanilla there. They have sugarcane. They have everything, So
they've got more than us.
Oh yeah, their land is very rich, in other words. So they don't miss that at all. But it's just obviously their standard of living and the economics there is different.
Well, let's talk about that. So
exactly.
I have two things. You have quality of life,
yes,
and then you have standard of living, right? And they're very different. Like they have a high quality of life. Right?
Definitely.
I mean, think about what they do every day.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, sure, their standard of living. They don't have an iPhone.
Yes.
They don't have an iPad.
They actually don't need it.
They don't want one. They wouldn't even know what to do with it.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly that. But on the marine side, for the clients to enjoy, really the sailing in between those islands there, you are on the lee side of the mainland itself, but you have this fresh breeze every morning, um, coming from the east to the southeast, and the evening coming back from the northwest.
Right.
You know, you can move in any direction, you know, while you are cruising in that area. Most of our guests, obviously, they come there for this peace and tranquility.
Yeah.
And also, we've had Madagascar is open for. They have very good scuba diving. Obviously, they have diving club also on Nosy Be. You know,
Okay.
run by some European company. But they actually work with Malagasy people.
Okay,
And
so there is stuff there,
there
right?
is stuff
There is,
on the island
like
itself.
even
Yeah.
if you got hurt, there's a
Oh yeah,
decent doctor on the
Yes, yeah,
island. And...
yeah. We've had incident where we also need private doctors. You know, there's private doctors on the island, good medicine. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. On the seaside, guys, fishing is a great thing. Scuba diving and also spear fishing is allowed there with
Okay.
guns. Yeah, Seychelles is not allowed, but over there it's allowed. So we've had many groups in the past. We've been going there since 2015 every year, and most, you know, we do have one or two groups of people while we're there that we already booked and organized that, you know, meet us there on
Okay,
only on a spearfishing trip.
So you've been going there quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's been working in the office and trying to get all their projects done. And you guys are in Madagascar and you're fishing and spearfishing and
Exactly.
scuba diving and having fun.
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Exactly. It's a
Wait a
good
minute.
place.
Maybe I
Yeah.
got this wrong.
Lot of wall diving and everything else there. So I mean, most of our group who is interested in spearfishing, if that's something that you guys want to venture into in the future or be interested in, we always are gonna organize a spearfishing guide, professional guides that, you know, knows exactly
Yep.
what they're doing, and the guys are on hand on the water with you and fully. We have us as Lonestar as a company, we have a 8-meter tender, which is actually in Nosy Be now on the heart that we leave there for this particular purpose. Not
Did
only
you say
for
18-meter.
8 meter.
8-meter tent.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
to 25
Yeah,
feet kind of thing.
Yeah, and not only for spearfishing, but for any water activity.
Okay.
That tender has a good capacity of fuel for 60 miles out.
Oh,
So
go
the
water
mother,
skiing behind it.
yeah, the mothership stays there, and I just take the people out on the big tender.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we hoist it out of the water every year. We cover it, and it stays there until next year. Obviously, we're looking into going there again next year.
Yeah.
We've got clients that followed us in the Seychelles, in Tanzania, in Madagascar. So yeah, it's amazing.
Do you have clients coming back all the time?
Yes, yeah, very
okay.
true.
Well, that's a testament, right there.
Yeah,
And then
yes.
I think Luke was talking about you can rent ATV, four-wheel motorbikes.
on the island itself in Nosy Be. Yeah, correct. Yeah, this is a great attraction that most of our clients have done it, especially on the last day. Then it's amazing. You know, yeah, there you can rent quad bikes, you know, and you have very good off road all around Nosy Be there in one day. We put you guys with a company with a guide, and this obviously local knowledge there is very important, and it's an amazing stuff. I mean, Grant, I can show you some photo later for your to share around. It's a real beauty. I mean, you really get close to these people living in land that you don't get to see on the coast.
Yeah.
Then you go to these places, you stop by, Grant. I mean, you see people breaking rocks with a hammer to make aggregate for construction.
Okay.
This is how people are still living there, and it's amazing. But they're lovely. You know, they stop there, they stop what they're doing, they come and talk to you, they want to take a quick photograph, you know, and then they carry on their work, their daily life. And you are passing by enjoying, and they love it. The kids are running behind the quad bikes because they're excited, you know, to see the foreigners, and they welcome you all the time. This is great, man. Yeah, it's really, really, really a nice place to do that. So you're gonna mixture of obviously that quad bike adventure, the whole shoreline, the beautiful place. You go into the mangroves, you know, where obviously you've got the seawater mixing up with the fresh water. Some places have crocodile inside. The guide, the local guide there, you know, shows us, you know, takes us. We use our tender to go into these deep mangroves. It's amazing, really spectacular.
So I can tell you're a little excited about this when you're going through.
Yeah,
talking about this, right?
No, we get really, every time we go there every year, it's like wow, you know, it's like a different world. Seychelles is beautiful for me, but I also love this place. You know, it's like really laid back, and it's just a great adventure all the time in that area.
And okay, for a client, how many days? Like, should they rent you for 10 days, 14 days?
I would say to cover those islands from 60 miles north or 60 miles south to what we can, you know, obviously they can play with. That's a good I would say 12 days. 12 days. Yeah. It's a good days to from the day they land. I mean, we do know that on Nosy Be, there's flights landing into Ethiopia. They fly Addis Ababa and then they fly to Nosy Be. There's also international flight from Johannesburg, South Africa to Nosy Be once a week. And otherwise, people can fly with any, I think, Emirates and any other airlines directly on the mainland, Madagascar, in the capital, on Tananarivo, and then take a domestic flight into Nosy Be. That's also possible.
Yeah. So, Jude, man.
During that time of the year, there's always humpback whales in that area
Oh, come on.
and dolphins. Yeah.
No,
So yeah,
come on.
we've got footage
No.
way back,
Liar.
whales
It
jumping
can't
in
be.
front of Lonestar. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything we don't have? Well, okay. So, right. And, this is me, right, Grant?
Sure.
So I've been all over the Mediterranean. I
Mhm.
love going to the Mediterranean. The
Mhm.
culture there is just incredible. The Caribbean, I love the Caribbean. Just the sunshine and the beaches and everything. I'm really enjoying Seychelles, but now you've got me sold on Madagascar.
I'm telling you, if you're looking for a destination in the Indian Ocean, I would recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Okay.
I
What
mean,
else are we going to do with our lives anyway? We're just going to sit back and write code all day, or whatever, or do accounting or something.
exactly.
Why don't we? Yeah, let's go. What about going to a place where everybody is happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, what else could you want in life? Right?
Definitely. If you guys love the water, love to be on a boat, love the ocean,
Yep.
love to be in remote destinations, yeah,
Right.
choose it
Okay.
right and enjoy it.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, that's cool. I mean, we'll just end it here with happiness, shall we?
Very good. Happiness. It's a beautiful day getting the Seychelles, yeah, and yeah. So we're almost coming to the end of the trip with you guys.
Oh,
It's
I
gone
know.
very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, like you said, I can see everybody smiling in the back, having a
Oh.
great time, drinking champagne in the
Yeah.
morning.
Oh, this is all my good friends here.
There we go.
And that's what I said. Okay, well, let's just get all my friends together, and we'll just go rent Lonestar, and we'll get looked after for a week. And I mean, I've captained all over the place, right? I haven't touched the wheel. I don't need to be captain anymore. I'm just kicking back with my friends. So thank you to you and your crew here. Robin, thanks very much. Good engineer, is amazing. The chef is cool. So all right, well,
Thank you, Grant.
thanks.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the day.
Thanks.
Thank you
Jude.
so
This
much,
has been
brother.
fantastic.
Awesome, man.
All
Thank
right,
you.
cheers. Okay, so that was Jude Morel. He is the captain of Lonestar, an 85-foot catamaran based in the Seychelles and Madagascar. So if you want to go to either one of these locations, just get in contact with us. I'm Grant Hedefin, and we're at nauticair.org. We're yacht charter agents for pretty much any boat in the world that you want to go on. Chances are we've been to just about every location when it comes to yachting. So get in contact with us if you want the most amazing vacation of all time. Sounds like this was just incredible. Thanks for tuning in today.